Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you shall give shall be the truth and the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Thank you. You can be seated. Sir, could you state your name and spell your last name for the court reporter, please?
Octavius Hayes, Hayes.
Thank you. You may inquire.
Good afternoon, sir. How are you related or were you related to Theresa Ann Green?
That was my mother.
Do you recall in 2002 where you and your mother were living?
In Bay Run Apartments in College Park.
Is that on Cornell Avenue?
Yes, sir.
Do you recall the apartment number, sir?
No, I don't.
If I told you apartment 11, would that refresh your recollection?
Yes, it will.
In 2002, how old were you, sir?
13.
In middle school.
Yes. 8th grade.
Now, let's go back and think about Memorial Day weekend, 2002. What did you do that weekend?
I went over to some friend's house. I was over there for a few days.
So you spent the night with friends, in other words?
Yes.
And on Memorial Day, which would have been Monday, May the 27th, did you return to your and your mom's residence at Bay Run Apartments?
Yes.
What did you find when you arrived?
Well, for starters, there were holes in the wall. Her purse was scattered over the bed. Basically, I knew something happened.
Do you recall finding your mother's watch in the apartment?
I'm not sure.
After you went in the apartment and realized that something was amiss, what did you do next?
I called my grandma,
And what's your grandmother's name?
Lida Jones.
Did Ms. Jones actually enter the apartment while you were there?
Yes, she came.
Was it, and let me ask you this, was it unusual for Ms. Lila Jones to actually be in the apartment where you and your mother resided?
Yes.
She was in there frequently?
Well, no, she wasn't in there frequently, but at times she came over there.
Okay,
How many times, I don't know.
fair enough. And after your grandmother arrived, what happened next?
Basically, the police was called, and it's pretty much a blur from there.
Okay. Did you know an individual by the name of Mike who lived in the same area?
Downstairs, beneath us.
And was he an acquaintance of your mother's?
No. No,
Mike was not an acquaintance of your mother's?
no.
Do you recall having been shown a series of photographs by law enforcement?
Yes.
If I may approach, Your Honor, and show the witness what is marked for identification as State's Exhibit O that has previously been shown to the defense.
You may.
Mr. Hayes, let me ask you to take a look at this exhibit, which is marked for identification as State's Exhibit O. Do you recognize this photo already?
Yes.
Have you seen it before?
Yes.
When did you see it?
Not too long ago after she was murdered.
And was this shown to you by law enforcement?
Yes.
Do you recall which officer showed it to you by chance?
No, I don't. It could have been Pucci,
Okay.
Officer Pucci.
Now, sir, who is Loretta Tomlin? Is she an acquaintance of yours or your mother's?
It's my mother's sister.
And how about Rosemary Jones? Is she an acquaintance of your
Sister
mother's?
as well.
Sister?
Hmm? Loretta would have been the oldest daughter, my mom would have been the middle daughter, and Rosemary Jones would have been the youngest.
Okay, now let me ask you one other thing, Mr. Hayes. Have you ever been convicted of a felony or of a crime involving dishonesty or false statement?
Yes,
How many times?
one time.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Cross-examination.
Good afternoon, Mr. Hayes.
How you doing?
The person, did you know the guy that lived downstairs?
I wouldn't say I knew him. I've seen him.
Did you talk with him while he lived there?
You know, just speaking, you know what I mean? Not really holding conversations, no.
Okay, you didn't talk about your life or anything like that?
I was 13 years old.
Yeah,
You know, this is an adult we're talking about.
I understand.
It's not too much to talk about.
Weather,
Yeah.
okay. Did you know that person's name that lived below you?
No, I can't recall.
Did you ever see that person that lived below you act violently towards your mother?
No.
When you came back to the apartment after Memorial Day, did you knock on your other neighbor's apartment, the ones that lived across the hallway? Those apartments at the top of the stairs, it's a long, narrow staircase, right? Is that, you gotta say yes.
Yes, sir.
So just the court reporter's taking down, ums don't come out very well. Do you recall that long, narrow staircase?
Yes.
And what was the distance, do you think, between your apartment and
2 foot.
2 or 3?
Yeah.
2 or 3 feet, just enough to stand at the top of the landing?
Yes, sir.
And did you knock on the neighbor's door after you discovered your mom wasn't home?
Yes, I did.
Did you speak with the neighbors?
Lisa. Spoke with Lisa, the daughter.
Lisa,
Yeah.
the daughter? And did she tell you where or when she had last seen your mother?
If I recall, it was basically like a day or so ago. I guess that would have been like a Friday or a Saturday. She's seen her coming and going, basically.
Lisa never said anything about your mom falling down those stairs
No. To me?
to you?
No.
Lisa never said anything about your mom being over at, would have been Lisa's mother's house and stepfather's house, right?
Which was next door?
Which was next door, yeah.
No.
She never said your mom was over there drinking or anything like that?
Not to me, no.
Not to you. And didn't tell you about any concerns that they may have had about your mother
No.
that night? Or concerns that Lisa may have had about her stepfather? Lisa never told you that her stepfather slapped your mom,
No.
caused her nose to bleed?
No.
If I may have just a second. Mr. Hayes, did you ever speak to Joseph Butler, Lisa's stepfather,
At what time?
that Memorial Day when you came and discovered that your house was open or unlocked?
I don't recall
You
speaking.
don't recall? Thank you. I don't have anything further.
Any redirect?
No, ma'am, this witness may be released from this attorney.
Thank you. Any questions from the jury? Seeing none, you are free to go, sir. Thank you.
Your Honor, if we might approach very, very quickly.
You may.